Hey, how's everybody doing here? It's 11:51 in Chicago, 28th of July. All right, what do we got? Well, we got the futures kind of came out kind of limping. All right, so we'll take a look at SPY right off the bat here. All right, so on our 15s, you can see we made the 2-2 down move, right? Got the shooter came back down, and then the 2-1-2 is what picked us up, right? So you got that 2-1-2 back up inside. and then and then she stayed inside, did not make the lower low. Okay, she comes back in here, and then we get to the highs here. All right, now we just recently have just taken those highs out as we speak right now, and as we get closer to that 4 hour. So that's why I have the 4 hour here on SPY right now, looking pretty good on that outsider. Okay, now where they're going to keep going is the question. QQQs. So QQQ, same thing, right? We had the 2-2 down with the shooter down, made the low of the day, and then you got the 2-2-1-2 back up. Okay, so got back up to the highs there, and that got to what 678.31 or so. All right, and now they're just taking that up as we speak. That's why I jumped in right now. Diamonds was a completely different move here. You had a down move, all right. They had good volume coming in here too. So a lot of heavy selling here. So a lot of guys got trapped inside this room. You got that 1-2 back up. But this one's got a little choppy, as you can see, right when we start getting in there. So that, if you're getting in anywhere around in here, and now you get this chop, it's going to be hard to navigate in there. But the three triggered the 2-2-2 back up. All right, so here we are now trying to get back up to the highs of the day, and it looks like we're sitting just about there right now. All right, so what came out hot this morning was our staples. Okay, staples came out ripping to the upside. Okay, it's been coming down all day. All right, so now tech is kind of starting to firm up here. So you're starting to see that the staples are staying down with that move. All right, we're watching SpaceX, we're watching Intel, we're watching SNDK, and we're watching Micron. Okay, those are the three that we're kind of focusing on the most. So Walmart made a huge move for us to the upside, as you can see with the beginning of the day, and now here they are falling back down because tech started to take over. And like we talked about this before, when tech takes over, it's going to suck everything out of the room. All right, so that's Walmart trying to move back, staying down right now. So they're going to continue to stay lower here as long as these now they're getting better here now on the tech, but we're still a little hesitant here. All right, so Coke down after a nice move up, and you see that, right? We had this nice move up. All of a sudden, SanDisk and Micron started to poke up their heads, and then that kind of put the brakes on for everybody. Kroger had a nice move there. Now we were in these coming in here on the open, guys. We were all over these. All right. So with the staples up, we were looking for that move, and this morning, we did get that. All right. So Kroger, and then on your healthcare, I gotta say that XLV, it did come out pretty strong, but it has not been able to really do anything coming back on this one at all. I mean, XLP the same way, but just like some of these other stocks are still a little heavier. All right, Pfizer, staying down there. Um, Things that moved down here. Bristol Myers kind of fell apart, came back down. All right, so it'll be interesting to see if tech starts to surrender a bit. You should start to see Bristol and all these stocks I just talked about should going back up to the highs. So sitting here on the day right now, we're consumer defensive and communications and healthcare are the top three of sectors that are moving up there. So XLC communication, there you go, having a decent day. Nice day upper there. There's your month stuck in the middle. So, indecisive on that for sure. Roblox really came out with that Momo hammer from yesterday. Had a big, nice Momo hammer that went outside. It went into force, but it seems to have stalled out. All right, so look at it on the weeklies. When are we going to get back up to 58.31? We're gonna need Meta because Meta's gonna report, and then if Meta gets a pop, you're probably gonna get those XLCs to start moving more. All right, so coming back down here now on the month on Meta. So the Mag 7 is doing pretty good, but Meta is definitely one that is not really getting it going here. Apple kind of fell apart today early on, and it just hasn't been able to come back today. This move to the downside here, everything's trapped inside, guys. These are all ones. They might say twos and threes on them, but you're trapped inside that broadening formation right there. All right, so everything's stuck inside there on Apple. Amazon, I like it. Um, I like where it's coming from on the day here. Can it go outside and go? I don't think so, unless there's a mighty rally coming out of the Qs. They are sitting at the highs of the day right now, but they're a little hesitant to move forward. All right, so Amazon, I think I kind of like Tesla a little too here now. Um, maybe this is capitulation. We finally, SanDisk is now down $1,000 for the month. Okay, so how much more do they want? That's going to be the question. Diamonds are going to go high as we speak. SPY is sitting on the highs of the day, and Q's just went up and took that high of the day as well. And then we'll see if these things can come to futures. All right, see, and then we'll look at SpaceX, right? Because SpaceX has had a lot to say today. I gotta say, man, got down to 107.01. This was a nice move to the upside, man. Here, look at that one. All right, that was a 3-2 downer, and then boom. All right, and then now it goes to the chop factory as usual. But we'll see. We'll see if SpaceX can hold that low. A lot of people are saying $80. A lot of people are saying $100. $100 was looking pretty looking pretty good this morning. This was a nice move, and it's kind of holding those gains. So SpaceX is kind of having a say here, because it's in that Nasdaq 100. So it's gonna start to, once it gets a little bit more strength, it's gonna be pushing some things around for sure. But right now, we'll see. All right. So that's really about it. XLK is the one we've been watching. They keep trying to get here, but there's exhaustion risk on SanDisk and Micron. So again, nice move up, and then they triangle out, and now here they are trying again. But the Qs just keep coming back inside. So let's just take one more look here. That's what's happening with your Qs. Just make a new high of the day, and now they're just kind of playing rodeo games here. See if they want to move and start going higher. The diamonds have been strong, but they're cautious because if they know if tech comes in, they're going to start to lose some of these, like I said, these healthcares and some of these real estates that have been really strong. The cyclicals have pretty good today. McDonald's was having a really really good day going on. All right, got up to 278 this morning. All right, this was the move up. All right, it was sitting at 278. Boy, I tell you, they crapped it out all the way back down here. So now McDonald's, can you turn it around here? We got it flipped now because it's 12:01. So there's your 4 hour. All right, I want to show you the SPY, what it looks like on the 4 hour right here. All right, look at this thing triggering. Could trigger and take the 3-2 up if that goes into force. It doesn't seem like that has happened yet. QQQ. All right, same thing here. All right, looking to take the 2-2 back up, and then we'll look at the diamonds here. All right. Just remember that diamonds are 2 up, right? And they've been strong all day. Um, Again, just watch out for tech if she starts to roar. All right, because if you know what happens, they're going to dump everything, and they're going to go after, and they're going to go running after tech. All right, so that's all I really got here, man. For right now, this has been a fairly decent day. We had a nice, like I said, we had a nice move to the more in the morning, and now we've been sitting around all day seeing what these tech stocks want to do, and they're not showing us any. They're not showing us anything yet. All right, so sit tight. We'll see if anything else happens there before the end of the day. All right. All right. So that's about it. All right. Be good. Be good.